Okay, y'all. Today's big talk is answering this question: how does a region grow economically? How does a region grow economically? Well, what is a region? A region is any bounded geographic space. So a region could be North America, it could be South America, it could be the Americas, it could be the US, it could be California, it could be Cerritos. All of those are regions. So when we figure out what region we want to talk about, we'll ask that question: how does that region grow economically? So let's talk about California as a region. How can the state or the region of California grow economically? And what economists argue is that California grows economically through something called its traded economic sector. And what the traded sector is, it is any goods and services that are made in the state of California and are sold outside the state of California to other states in the US or other parts of the world. Again, the traded sector is any goods or services produced in the state of California and sold outside the state of California. Now, can you think of goods and services that are produced in the state of California that we sell around the world? And when I do this example in class, we fill up the board with students telling me all of these examples of goods and services made in California that are sold around the rest of the world. So I'll list some of the ones that students usually bring up, right? We got Apple, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right? All these tech companies based in California. Talking about agriculture in California, everything from wine industry to almonds to alfalfa. California produces a ton of agricultural goods that are sold to the rest of the world. Other big things in our traded sector, something like Disneyland, okay? Tourism is a huge aspect of our traded economy that we trade to the rest of the world. Hollywood movies, another big one, music, all these things that are produced in California are traded to the rest of the world. Now, the basic economic theory goes, when we are trading these things to the rest of the world, let's say California is right here, and we are selling these things to the rest of the world, when people around the world are buying these things from us, we are essentially taking their money, okay? So we've got all this money coming from around the world that is making California wealthy. So the traded goods are really, really important for an economy, right? We sell our goods to the rest of the world, and that helps our region grow economically. The other sort of aspect of this is non-tradable goods, okay? Non-tradable. Now, non-tradable goods are things that are just made for the local region, okay? Things are just for, let's say, Cerritos or Norwalk. What type of things are just for Cerritos or Norwalk? Just for the local economy, local services. Things like waiters, plumbers, nurses, real estate agents, hairdressers, personal trainers. These are things that are just for the local population. Our personal trainers are not working with people in China or India, right? Our nurses, generally speaking, are working for the local population. They're not working in India or Nepal. So the non-tradable sector is all about local services, stuff just for the local population. Now, my question to you: what is more important for the regional economy, the tradable sector or the non-tradable sector? And without a doubt, the tradable sector is way more important for the local economy. California is a wealthy state. I think it right now would be the fifth or sixth wealthiest country in the world if we were to become our own country. And California is so wealthy because we have so many industries in the tradable sector. We are bringing in so much money from around the world selling our goods and services that it makes this state, this region, very, very wealthy. And the tradable industries are so important for economy because they are very productive. They have very high levels of productivity, okay? through innovation, the levels of productivity in the tech sector is astronomical, how increasingly productive the tech sector has become, and that has to produce a ton of wealth for California. Something like a yoga teacher or a nurse or a professor of geography, those jobs do not come increasingly productive over time to the innovations in technology. They kind of remain at the same levels of productivity because there's not a lot of innovation in tech. So, big point here. California's tradable sector, the goods and services we sell around the world, is what makes California such a wealthy state. In the next video, we're going to do a little bit more detail on exactly why goods and services in the tradable sector are so important for an economy.